we learned that Homo sapiens was not forever imprisoned.
There are truly some wild success stories out there, and all of them start with somebody who has a goal or a dream that they've written down personally. More than likely not, they've written it down numerous times at numerous places, so that they see their goals written down each and every day wherever they go, as a constant reminder to what they're constantly working for, day in and day out. Something they want to achieve no matter how likely it is to happen. They want to constantly be reminded they are working towards something that maybe nobody's ever done in their entire life. They're going to constantly be thinking, how do I achieve my goal? Because I see it every single day, and I don't want to look at it and just ignore it. I want to look at it and be motivated.
To accept a level of risk so long as it's commensurate with the reward.
Fired up every day to go out and learn something new, change some habit in order to become successful and achieve my goals. No matter what it takes, you're going to want to be laser focused on every single chance and opportunity that you are given to try to increase your chances of achieving that goal.
Faster and faster. He didn't know what he hit, but it was hard and a significant part of him.
Seeing that dream come true, all because of your hard work, your persistence, and your perseverance. You are going to want to be so relentlessly pursuing your dreams and goals and aspirations that you are going to want to be able to succeed as bad as you'll be able to want to breathe while being plunged underwater. If you're going to want to survive as bad as you can, that's how bad you're going to need to be successful.
The first spacecraft with propulsion, it certainly was, and that would permit adjusting the orbit.
50 years ago this week, I was high above the California desert, piloting a B-29 carrier aircraft and launching the X-1E, the latest and most advanced of the fabled X-1 research airplane series. NASA became an operating agency on October 1st, 1958. I found myself that Wednesday morning going to work at my same job, my same office, doing the same work that I'd been doing the previous day. It was a relatively easy transition. We were already riding on rockets and research aircraft. We already knew how to count backwards, 8, 7, 6, 5. We had merely to paint over the C in NACA and replace it with an S on our airplanes, our trucks, and vans. As the other principal components of the new agency, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the California Institute of Technology, and the Army's Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama,
The Army Air Corps and the U.S. government's Aeronautical Research Agency, NACA, contracted with the Bell Aircraft Company in Buffalo to build a research airplane that would fly supersonically. It would be called X-1. X-1 was taken to Pinecastle Army Airfield, where the initial glide flights were made, dropped from the belly of a B-29 bomb. Pinecastle was later named McCoy Air Force Base, and after the Air Force reduced their presence there, was again renamed Orlando International Airport. And many of you, I assume, landed yesterday at the same airport where the X-1 made its first flights. And some might wonder why Orlando Airport identifier is MCO. It's a legacy from the days when it was McCoy Air Force Base. The X-1 was moved to Muroc Army Airfield in California, where Chuck Yeager successfully flew supersonic.
Geologists have a saying, rocks remember. They mean that some of natural history is recorded in the minerals and the structure of each boulder and pebble. And with the development of radioactive dating and the other techniques of rock and mineral analysis developed in the 20th century, geologists now have the tools to decipher the history of a rock reasonably accurately and without the human errors that often exist in the writings of human history. So today I'd like to recount some of the things we have learned and talk just a bit about a specific but very thin slice of natural history. Many eons ago, perhaps half a star lifetime, planets began to form around a star near the edge of the galaxy of which we are a part. The star's name was Sun. After a time, Earth and its moon, Luna, became distinguishable and accepted members of the family.
two inventors who were important to our respective histories. One invented a carriage odometer, a musical instrument, a high-efficiency stove, a device for protecting buildings from lightning, and bifocal spectacles. The other invented a machine for copying sculptures, an improved oil lamp, a steam mangle, a device for copying letters, and a method of measuring distances by telescope. Both lived to the ripe old age of approximately 84, in days when life expectancy was about 35. Both were productive, and they were much admired during their lifetime. Both have units of electrical measurement named after them. The first was sent to the United Kingdom as a colonial agent to represent the interests of the citizens of the Pennsylvania colony. Apparently it was well received. He received an honorary doctorate in science from Oxford University and an honorary doctorate in laws from the University of St. Andrews.